Good Saturday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your collective general energy reading for today, Saturday, July the 13th, 2024. I want to thank everyone for their patience and their congratulations on Eric and I getting this house. It's been a very stressful few weeks, and it may continue to be a little bit more stressful as we start moving in officially into the house. And so I would like to please ask for your, if you pray, light candles, meditate, whatever it is that you do, please send a little bit of that love this way. This is going to be, it's a huge responsibility. And a huge stepping stone, a huge moment for us both. And we're going to need all of the happiness, love, and reassurance we can get. So I appreciate that. So again, this is your collective general energy reading for today, Saturday, July the 13th. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. If you'd like to leave a donation, which would be greatly appreciated, you could do so through PayPal and or Cashapp. Here we go. Those links are in the description below. So let's see what our energy is for this beautiful Saturday, July the 13th, 2024. So we have justice. Things are balancing out. Look at this. This is interesting. Just talking about, a heavy load and stress and a lot of responsibility and things like that. And we have the Justice card, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles trying to balance things out. The Justice card trying to balance things out. And the Eight of Swords is like, this is way too much for me right now. This is way too much for me. The Eight of Swords could be overthinking everything. It is the card of like victim mentality. So even though there is in the Justice card things working out and coming into a time of stability and balance and karmic scales being balanced and things working out in your favor, you may not be seeing it that way. But then again, you're not seeing anything at all because you're blindfolded and you're in it's like in this form of resistance, right? I'm resisting anything, any energy, any type of feeling. I'm resisting all of this because I can't deal with it mentally right now. So she's putting herself in this victim mentality. She's putting herself in this circle, this box, this trap, if you will. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is trying to balance and recognize that it's all energy, right? The abundance we bring into our life, the stability, the balance, the security, the insecurities, the doubt, the uncertainty, the happiness, the love, the joy. It's all about balance, and we're all energetically and universally connected. And at some point, we have to try to work out or figure out within our own selves, how do we best bring about the balance and the stability and the security and take back our personal and spiritual power without allowing other environmental issues or other issues within our home or other issues with other people to cause imbalance in our lives. I mean, sooner or later we have to figure that out, or we'll constantly be here in this Eight of Swords energy, being the victim to everybody else's energy. So we have a balance again, balance. And that Temperance card is also about moderation, right? Yeah, there are days that you're going to feel like shit. There are days that you're going to feel stuck. There are days that you're going to feel you're not going to want to deal with anything. There are days you're going to feel powerful. There are days that you're going to feel on it. There are days that you're going to feel tapped in, tuned in, turned on. And then there are days that you're going to feel totally not with it. And it's about bringing a little bit of balance and moderation to that. We some of us, it's very easy to go down that rabbit hole of guilt, of denial, of insecurities, of blame, of balance. I mean, she has the blindfold completely around her. She has the blindfold almost over both of her eyes, but she's peeking out there a little to kind of see how things are going. And then she sees the two cats fighting and she goes, oh shit, no, I ain't having nothing to do with that. Pull that blindfold back down, girl. And that's exactly what she does. And the little bird up there is going, look, don't you think you're over exaggerating just a bit? How about get up, get something to drink, go outside, do a little bit of grounding, do a little bit of something that brings you back to the balance, back to the stability, back to, I mean, even she's got one eye closed and one eye open, and she's balanced too. So kind of what I feel is that you're struggling on this day with balance. You're struggling on this day about what to do, what not to do, how to do it, how not to do it, what to say, how to say it. And it can be very, 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 very difficult to try to find that balance. Some of us, when we get in that mode of insecurity and doubt and things like that, the first thing that we want to do is we want to, some of us are emotional eaters, some of us are emotional drinkers, some of us are emotional binge watchers, some of us, when we get into that emotional headspace, all we want to do is nothing. We only want to do things that bring us some type of pleasure. But then there goes the part of sacrificing one's health, or, not feeling well, or overdoing it, or overindulging. So it's about to bring that little balance in there as well. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is starting off on this new journey with the Page of Pentacles, and this is bringing in abundance and prosperity, creativity, passion, independence. And sometimes we look back and we're like, is this the right thing for us to do? And we have to make sure that we learn from the lessons from the past, but we don't make the same mistakes, and we don't create those same cycles. So the Page of Pentacles, as you're walking forward with all of this creative energy, the Page of Pentacles comes in and says, yeah, this is great. I call the Page of Pentacles the not giving a fuck card, because he's standing at this crossroads with a map on the ground, and he's not really nervous or anxious about where he's going. He's flipping a coin, allowing the intuition, allowing spirit source, allowing whatever that coin says to kind of lead the way, very open to the opportunities around him. And then we have the Two of Swords. Don't get distracted by people on the outside. There could be people, on the side here, or maybe even family going, this is not what you want to do. Look at me. I'm trying to make things more complicated than normally. So we'll take that and we'll put that there, and we'll use this as a bonus card, and we'll use this as a bonus card. So we are kind of like at this crossroads. Okay, so what do? We're bringing in the balance. We're bringing in the moderation. We're delegating things, so we're not as stressed out as we could be during this time. We're not allowing other people to preoccupy our time with their nonsense and their distractions. The Two of Swords is the inability to make a decision. Is there an inability to make a decision on here's the thing. This is so weird. Why did I do that? Anyway, maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe the reason why I did it like that is because there's more to this than just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that I was reading from. So let's continue. It's okay. So avoid the distractions, and don't let other people don't take the advice of other people as gospel, right? Because that Two of Swords is an uncertain kind of thing. And when we get into that uncertain mode, we have a tendency to ask, over ask. And so we ask and we ask and we ask, and then we get all of this advice, and just leads us around in circles and circles and circles. So I think the Seven of Pentacles is talking about being grateful for what we have, being grateful that we have the freedom and the opportunity to make the decisions that we need to make. Know that there is a change coming, and it's going to be a fast, quick change, which is going with those fast, quick changes. There is room for insecurity. There is room for loss, because when we change, there may be things in our lives that need to change as well. And there's this fight over, I think this fight is within yourself on what changes need to be made, what needs to let go, what needs to be taken out of the equation in order for you to move forward on this path. So you're using your intuition, you're using that divine goddess energy within self, and you're creating that life that you truly desire, which represents the World card. You're creating it. You have the world in the palm of your hand. Now what do you do next? Don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be. Don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be. We see things a little sideways, a little unstable, a little unbalanced. We see things a little shaky, and the first thing we do is run for the hills, and we cause a lot more insecurity, doubt and instability in our life than need be. And then we start getting all up in our head because we're so passionate about what we want to do. We don't know how to do it. So we get very much in our head and we go back and forth about how, the what's, the when's, where's, the hows. And then as we go through this transformation, we kind of realize that we cannot live a different life with the same obstacles. We can't, because sooner or later, eventually, it's going to go back to, we're repeating patterns. So again, we cannot live a different life with the same insecurities, doubts, trials, and tribulations, because sooner or later it'll all come back around. So there's going to have to be this shift and this change. And I think with the High Priestess, the World card, and the Two of Wands, you're creating that shift and you're creating that change to the best of your ability, without sinking into that depression headspace, that chaos headspace, right? We have a lot of cards that have to do with balance and stability here. So it's very important as you start shifting gears and you start walking away from what no longer resonates with or represents the life that you desire to have, that you attempt to establish a solid foundation and a lot, if you can, balance and security. I know it's very difficult to push away those heavy thoughts when the heavy thoughts come, but if you allow the heavy thoughts to continue, then you're going to be repeating the same cycle. So there has to be a little change here. So we have talent. So are you moving towards something that you're passionate about? Are you moving towards something that you've always wanted to do? Opening a business, going into business for yourself, opening an online business, trying to become, TikTok or internet famous. You have a talent for it, go for it. Why not? There's only two wand cards here. So I think there's an indecisiveness on what it is that you're passionate about. And as you start navigating with that world and that Two of Wands and that High Priestess energy, I think you're going to find some things that really spark inspiration within yourself. And sooner or later, you'll find what it is that makes you feel inspired, that makes you want to go out and really attempt to create a balanced, stable foundation underneath, so you're able to grow from. I know a lot of times when I talk to Spirit and I'm looking for answers, I'm asking if everything is okay, and I ask Spirit to bring me a sign. Dragonflies are normally that sign. Today it was a hummingbird who came right down to eye level with me. Yesterday it was a dragonfly in a picture. So whatever animal it is that helps you and reassures you that everything is going to be fine, they may play a role in this shift, this change. And then we have forgiveness. Forgive who you must. Usually it's self. For not allowing oneself to move, forward gracefully during these times. Hold on for a second. Get my glasses. So the card we're using today is Messages of Life, and we have the Alchemist. Like an alchemist, I possess all the power I need to build a life of joy and harmony. Today, through my positive thoughts, words, and deeds, I create my own light. I understand that I can use this inner magic of intention to transform myself in the same way an alchemist transforms lead into gold. Today, I create happiness. So today, you have the potential to create happiness. Today, you have the potential to use your intention to transform yourself and the energy around you. Today, you have the opportunity to use your intention to build joy and harmony in your life, to move away from that Eight of Swords energy and move right down into this world, Two of Wands, and High Priestess energy. And yes, there will be insecurity along the way because there will be loss. And because of that loss, I think the loss is the thing that's going to hit the most. And for all of us, it usually does. We can deal with with change in life. But when we start losing people because of that change, when people start walking away because they see the change, and they're afraid of change themselves, that's when it hits really hard, really, really hard. When you recognize that there have been people in your life that have been wanting you to stay stagnant because that's where they're comfortable, so they want to have company there too. So the forgiveness is either forgiving others or forgiving self. And like that inner alchemist, you are able to step into this time of joy, happiness, and forgiveness if you choose. One more card. Creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We are guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. So get involved in a creative project, a talent maybe, that brings excitement and passion back into your life. Yeah. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Have a great and wonderful day.